All right, everybody. Welcome to the Stay True Team Call. It is August 25th, so last week of the month coming up here. So we got to sprint till what? Next Wednesday is the last day of the period. So it doesn't happen often, but next Wednesday is the last day of the period and last day of the week. So Wednesday period would be the month. Yeah, night, and then the last day of the week. So. The Beachbody week. So tonight we're going to kick it off real quick with some recognition for our team volume point leaders. And so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that. And so starting off and leading the way for us this past week was Miss Gretchen Namoff with 465 points. I was right behind her with 450 points. Beth had 380 points. Summer Dorsey had 360 points. Jamie Drake had 300 points. Dan Barry had 281 points. Courtney Miller, 240 points. Tina Sparks, 210 points. Sean Hannigan, 200 points. Lindsay Steeprock, 180 points. Amy Froman, 180 points. Stephanie Leb, 180 points. Kim Carlton, I couldn't give your Nick credit there. I almost said Nick, but it's Kim. It's Kim with 135 points. Heidi Spangler, 135 points. Stacy Francisco, 127 points. Courtney Schultz, 120 points. And Kristen Lopez, a.k.a. Beto, 105 points. So awesome! Congrats to everybody who got over 100 points this past week. And keep moving. I mean, that's a lot. That's more people this past week than we had the previous week. So as predicted, everything is starting to kind of flow. And as school gets started, people get on their schedules. We're going to see those points continue to increase here into the fall. So that's the good news. That's the exciting news for the points tonight. Any other announcements that you guys can think of?
Tell them about the website real quick, the Ultimate Reset.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So the Ultimate Reset website. I saw a thing in the Beachbody online office that talked about how pretty soon, for a period of time until they get our entire Beachbody Coach online office and order process updated, the Ultimate Reset, I think it was starting September 10th, you'll no longer be able to do a couple things. You won't be able to order the Ultimate Reset if you're signing up as a coach with a challenge pack. It's not going to be permanent. It's just going to be until they get all the websites up to date, because they're refacing the websites. So hopefully the ordering, the shopping cart process will be easier and look nicer. So I went and I visited the Ultimate Reset website just out of curiosity to see if it had been updated or anything like that, and it has been updated. So it's definitely a simpler look, a cleaner look.
Can you order the Ultimate Reset right from it?
Yes, you can order the Ultimate Reset right from it. So when you guys get a chance, now don't everyone go checking now, but when you get a chance, because you got to pay attention to what Beth has to say. It's very important information. So if I see all your faces changing colors and switching screens, I'll know. But so try to stay here with us, and but go check out the Ultimate Reset page, and you'll see, I guess, kind of the look that we'll be heading into with all of our ordering pages and everything. So it looks good. I think it looks easy. It looks modern. It looks simplified, if that's a word.
Okay. So I want to have a question of time at the end so we can talk about the health bet and some sample invites and things. I posted that in the event page, but I want to talk to you guys for a minute about just getting focused. And I don't know, like, you can raise your hand, like, how many of you have had a crazy week just with back to school and back to work if you're a teacher, and how many of you are going to have a crazy week next week? Like, I just feel like we're in this, sports, and I know Glenn and I have had a crazy month. So thank you for just bearing with us with vacations and then some life issues going on. But I want to just remind everyone that we have to continue to be consistent. And it doesn't mean that if you feel so busy right now, it doesn't mean that, you know, oh, I can't work my business because I don't have 3 straight hours. Even if you have 20 minutes, like, I just want to encourage you that as your schedule is crazy and you're getting into a new schedule with back to school, back to work, end of summer, whatever it may be, success in this business comes from being consistent. So go ahead and plug in no matter how busy you are. Don't say like, all right, I'm too busy for this, I'll get to it in October, because I can pretty much guarantee that in October, there's going to be something else that's making you feel busy, in November, and then the holidays. So I just want to encourage everyone that even if you can just take a half hour or, you know, 10 minutes at lunch to check your messages, or 10 minutes in the morning to send friend requests, set those vital behaviors into your schedule now, whatever you can do, however much time you can give. So let me see, I'm getting off track here. Let me read my notes here, what I wanted to tell you. Definitely the 20-minute thing, like, and no matter how much time you have to give, do it. So, and stick to the business building tasks. So I don't know if you're guilty of this, but especially with all the back to school pictures and everything, like, are you doing any mindless scrolling on Facebook or on social media? It's so easy to like, I mean, I'm a squirrel, so I totally like get on there to message someone and I'm like, oh, look at their kids back to school the first day. That's so cute. And I just get totally caught up in that. So stop scrolling. Like, if you only have those 20 minutes, you can't afford time scrolling on there. Save that time for when you've allowed yourself like leisure scrolling time. When you're actually on there for business, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, whichever, you know, whatever, Snapchat, whatever you use, stick to the business building tasks. So don't even let yourself look at the news feed until you've sent some friend requests or message some people that have accepted your request. Look back at your own page and see who has commented on your posts. So, you know, if you posted a recipe or something and someone has liked it, reach out to them. I mean, do those. I mean, it sounds so simple, but I think we just get caught up in the, you know, oh, who am I going to message? And I'll tell you one thing that has helped me a ton with the Team Cup. We made a list, and if you don't use TeamZ or, you know, some of these other programs, just at least take the time, go through your friends list and literally write down 100 names or 50 names. And then tomorrow, when you only have 10 minutes, get out that list and message those first 10 people and just cross them off, you know, or put a check by them that you've messaged them. So do something that will help you stay on task. It really helps me to have it written down, and then I just, you know, work from that list.
Yeah, because that's exactly what some of those apps do for you. Like TeamZ, they throw you, you know,
who you should reach out to.
And sometimes it's randomized, sometimes it's ranked according to how you've ranked those people. But, you know, it just gives you people to reach out to. So you can do that, you know, pretty much on your own as well. So
yeah, but I think it's helpful to like have it written down, and then I just go back to that list, or I write, you know, I had a bunch of people that said, get back to me at the end of August. And so, you know, I went to that list and I have been messaging them. Another tip is just to grab a partner, like work with a partner. And, you know, I mean, I always open my challenge groups to, does anyone need to throw some people in here? And then I give you a day to post or whatever. If it's too overwhelming right now to run your own, don't go a month without a challenge pack. Or without a challenge group. You need that consistency, I feel. And you can.
Inviting them to
the app? Yeah. You can, you know, team up with someone. And a good example of this, so when we were, the last vacation we took this summer, we had terrible Wi-Fi and cell phone service and whatever, but I was so glad that I had already committed to a healthy eating group with Moppy and a Beachbody online party with Gretchen, because one, I was working it with other people, so I could message them and say like, whoa, I can't even get on Facebook right now, but I'm, working on these recipes, or I'm making the video that I needed to make for the group. But it really did force me, like last week when it was really crazy with sports starting up and I'm running the kids everywhere, I had those 2 groups running. So that really forced me to keep connecting. And so when I had my 20-minute blocks throughout the day, I would just get in those groups and work with those people. And then this week I had, over 30 people to message and invite, because I had been like nurturing them along all last week. So you've got to, I think if you want to make this work, you've got to get those challenge groups going, or a 7-day free group, some way that you can connect with other people. And don't think you're too busy right now. If you want it, you have to just go for it. You got to find the time and
work,
team up with someone. And so those really helped me, forced me to stay engaged last week. Now, last thing, and I do want to talk about the health bet, is is inviting something that scares you? Just by show of hands, like who just gets nervous about inviting? Or, yeah, I do too. Like there's some people where I'm like, oh, I just don't want to bother them. I really want to help them, but I don't want to offend them. The health bet is like, this is such an easy way to ease that inviting pressure. Like use the health bet to your advantage, because it's for anyone, and it's, we can all get a piece of the prize. Beachbody's coming up with the prize, so it's not like we have to say, whoever buys a challenge pack, I'm gonna raffle off, a program or whatever. They're coming out with the prize for us. So please make sure, and I don't know if you've, heard some of the calls recently, we've been mentioning it, we've been talking about it, and now this is kind of like the final push for the health bet. So I think it's a doable commitment, and you can even say to someone like, listen, there's a chance that you could earn back the money that you're investing in your health. Like, wouldn't it be awesome if at the end of the health bet we all got $100? I don't know if we will. None of us have any idea how much we're gonna get. I hope it's not like $5, because that'll be really disappointing, because we're like totally hyping it up. But use it to so who should you invite? You should invite current customers. I'm sending a email blast to every single one of my customers. And if you're a coach of mine, you'll probably get that email too, because I just send one to everyone through ACEL. People that have commented on your posts, interested prospects. So people that you've talked to, even if it was 6 months ago, go ahead and just re-engage with them and say, hey, I don't know if this is something you're interested in. So do those personal invites, and then in Stay True, in the event page, let me just open up my computer here. In that event page, I just went ahead and put the samples right in there. So if you see one in there that kind of speaks to you, then you can, copy it, make it sound, I always say, like, change the wording a little bit so it sounds more like you and not like me or Glenn or whoever.
You don't want it to sound like me.
Yeah, definitely don't copy and paste Glenn.
Gretchen, don't break your neck shaking your head so hard.
So there's a couple, Jen and Courtney, Moppy, other people have shared their ideas in here. So please feel free to grab some of those. I would encourage you to go live. I still need to do that. I've been doing more like emailing and messaging, but I think it's awesome to just go live. And one girl's I saw was so simple. Where did I put it? Her post was her little blurb before she went live, and it just said, work out, drink the healthiest meal of the day, and get some cash to do it. Yes, please. And it's like, oh, what is, I feel like that would catch people's attention. So do you guys have questions about the health bet? We were going to show a little video, and there's lots of, you can go to Carl Deichler's page and just scroll down and see it, because for some reason we couldn't get it to play. But
if you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand and unmute yourself. That I made it so you could unmute yourself for questions. So, and
please, anything that you guys want to add to this, go ahead and jump in and say like what you've had success with, or if you have a sample post you want to tell us about, like now's the time. We want to help each other.
Go ahead, Dan. Oh, we can't hear you. Okay. So you were checking out that you were on Ultimate Reset and messed up a setting, weren't you? The other thing I was going to tell you, well, I'll buy time for you, Dan, here, but if you go to your online office and you go under customer search and you just search all your customers, you can then send them a bulk e-card, or like there's a button there that says send e-card, and there is a Health Bet e-card that I sent out to all my Beachbody customers through the online office, just by go to customers, under my business, customer search. It'll pull up all your customers, and then you can send one big mass email out to them all, or the e-card out to them all, telling them about the Beachbody Health Bet. So, and
there's also one in the ACEO too that's ready to go. Right. I modified mine a little bit and put like a little 2-minute video that I did, just inviting them and explaining it to them,
which is awesome.
I inserted that video all by myself. I didn't even ask Glenn for help.
She did, but I deferred it.
No, I figured it out all by myself. I was proud of myself.
All right, Dan, do we have you on mic yet? No, not yet. Do you want to, I don't know.
Well, does anyone else have something before Dan, or
anyone
questions?
Else?
Do you guys have questions about the Health Bet?
I was just going to say, I have, with the Health Bet, just in the last couple of days, I have started to just tell people, like, hey, especially those people that have told me no in the past, I started saying, hey, if there was a time that you were remotely interested in this, I just want to tell you this is the month to do it, because you do not only can take advantage of, all the programs that we sell, which are a lot, but the Health Bet is 30 days. And you could potentially pay even less than that for your challenge pack by the time you get a check in the mail. And you have the 30-day money guarantee. So I did have one person that said, yes, let's just do it, I don't know if it was the script that worked, but I'm just kind of like tackling all of it. Like, this is the month. I mean, cheaper than this, you're not going to get it, like, ever. So.
Sure. Yeah, definitely a lot of value this month as far as challenge packs and
the opportunity to earn your cost back.
So,
go
ahead, Courtney.
I was just going to say, along with that, I went back to like anybody who had purchased 21-day fix, challenge pack or not, and just kind of went back to them and said, if you're starting to get tired of the workouts with 21-day fix, here's a perfect opportunity to get another one, get your money back or some of it. So that's how I got most of my people, was they were already customers. They're just looking for another program.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mentioned in my video, like, dust off your program, because there's some people that bought last year, or for some of us it could have been a couple years ago, and they may just need that. Like, this could be an opportunity for them to get re-engaged. Now, granted, they have to purchase the Shakeology, but yeah, I think you should definitely make sure you reach out to anyone that's ever bought a program from you, or even that's done the free club membership too. And we are going to have a group, like Glenn and I have a group open. Gretchen has a couple people in there. Like, if you just have a few and you want to be entered into the app, the challenge tracker app with us, I mean, I definitely encourage you to run a group on your own if you feel like you have enough. You just need 3 people to use the challenge tracker app. So, but if you want to team up with anyone, then just let us know.
Yeah, I don't even know if you need 3 people.
I think you need
You need at least 2 participants?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think actually Carl might have said that on his call.
Yeah, that was part of the rules. It had to be 3 people.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So does it have to be a coach ratio of 3 to 1, 3 people to 1 coach, or 2?
Yeah, I think you have to have 3 challengers and a coach.
So we have to be careful of that as far as how many coaches we let into our team group. Because if we have too many coaches, would they look at that and say, your coach to customer ratio isn't right?
I don't know. I can look that up.
We'll have to look at that. That's a great point.
I mean, good grief. Aren't you going to have more than 2 people?
I'm just saying.
You mean if we put a bunch of
coaches? If we put a bunch of coaches in there, and yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true, because I have a lot of discount coaches, too.
Yeah. So, good point.
Let me look that up while we're...
All right.
Did Dan
did you ever figure it out?
Wait, he's gone.
He's killed the video.
Okay, anyone else have questions? I thought there'd be more
Jennifer, do you have a question? If you do, unmute yourself.
Check.
Oh, there you are, Dan.
There's 2 of me. Whoa!
You're echoing.
Echo.
Hey, let me head to the other room here. Oh, Legos. Sorry. No, I mean, whoa, it's dark in here. Is it still echoing?
No, you're good.
Okay.
As soon as you muted your other computer, it stopped.
Yeah. Here, well, the point Courtney and Mompy both touched on a little bit, but I was just going to add to it. If you're trying to increase the value of your invite and take away a little bit of that nerve-wracking fear that you have when inviting, for September 5th, the way I've been kind of approaching it, Country Heat is the brand new program. It's a 30-day program. So I look at the people and say, honestly, you could buy this challenge pack. You could do the 30-day Country Heat program. You could do every Shakeology in the bag. And at the end of 30 days, if you feel like it was the worst thing you've ever done and I've led you astray and you had no results and you think it was a terrible idea, you can actually send the entire thing back and get your money back. And you're probably going to get a check for participating in the health bet. And now, obviously, I don't encourage that. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the risk out for you. You're going to do a 30-day program from start to finish. You're going to have results. You're going to do the shake every day. And if it doesn't work and you don't like it, by all means, send it back. My job is not here to sell you. My job is here to help you. And if we don't get you the results, then that's on us if we did the work.
So the thing that we need to watch with that is their time of ordering. I have a feeling Beachbody did this on purpose, because if you look at that, they wouldn't have their Shakeology. They'd have to, for that 30 days to take effect, they'd have to get their Shakeology that day that it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would, because 30 days, if they order the challenge pack even on August 30th, I don't know that they'd have it in the Shakeology in time for September 5th to start drinking it and qualify for that week for 5 days of drinking it.
Right. Well, and what I would say that if it's somebody local, I can share samples with them. They have to take a picture with the Shakeology to prove that they have it. So if they do that, they're going to be fine. So there are ways that you can get around that, but also understand that I've had customers return a bag well after 30 days and Beachbody honored it. They are a customer service business. They're about making sure that you are getting the results you need. That's the whole point of this. They're not trying to get you past that 30 days so they can get that money and say, ha-ha.
Right.
So, I mean, if people are a couple of days, and what I'm saying, and you don't need to shoot any more holes through it, but I get what you're saying, is understanding that you can increase the value by talking to your customer that way. And you can check with them before that. I mean, because you're going to know well before that 30 days whether they're enjoying their experience, whether they're having results. And if they're not, tell them to send it back.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And overall, we just need to watch overall, because I have customers, for example, who have Shakeology that they, stopped drinking, and they said, well, can I use the remaining bag? And I'm saying, yeah, you can. However, you do need to post 5 times a week over the next month that you drank your Shakeology and post a picture of it.
Right.
So that's something to make sure that they have enough, I guess, too, is something as we're having people come on board with it. Just we want to, you know, make sure that we're setting them up to succeed. So make sure that they have enough. And that's what I told this person. I said, listen, I'm just worried that you may run out. So you may need to order more after the first week so that you have enough to get through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there are some things in there that we need to just be aware of as far as helping them succeed with that. Yeah, definitely.
I don't see anywhere in here where it says the number of challengers.
Coaches.
I didn't either when I looked at it. But my question was, what if you don't have customers by the time this starts? Because I've been really trying to push it. I've posted, so far I've done 30 in the last 2-3 days, 30 friend requests I've sent out. And I haven't heard anything yet.
I mean, you can still, like, this thing is saying, I'm just under the FAQ, and it says, coaches can participate in any challenge group as long as they're invited by the host. So, like, you can still do the health bet. It's for coaches and customers. And coaches can be in more than one group, but just know that, you know, you're only going to get, it's only one payout per person, according to this.
Right.
I don't see anything. Did you find it, Courtney, where it said you had to have a certain number per coach?
No, I just remember Carl saying about it when we were at Summit.
Yeah, he doesn't always have the exact,
Right.
I think well, here's another one. Let me read this while you guys are still talking.
And then in the 21-day fixed test group, it was saying something different too. Everybody was coming up with different things, saying that, yeah, it was okay for the coaches to do it, and it didn't specify how many people had to be in it. It's the same what you were just saying, Beth.
That'd be hard. I mean, I think that would make it really difficult for them to track and for us. So I would
To see to make sure every coach had 3 customers.
to make sure every coach had 2 customers of their own in there.
Well, and shoot, I mean, they're going to want every single coach drinking Shakeology too.
Right,
It's still
right.
a money, you know.
And I finally got mine fixed too, so I was able to get my Shakeology too this month. I was excited.
Good, yeah.
So you must be, you know, you must have a Team Beachbody account.
Okay. Any other questions while Beth is taking a look at this document? Let's see. No other questions. I'm gonna unmute. Who is that? Okay, do you want to, who's calling in from 440-283-7164? Hello?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. It's Lisa.
Oh, hey, Lisa. Do you have any questions?
Hi. Regarding health bet, no.
No, okay.
Or does anyone have other, I mean, it doesn't have to be regarding health bet. It can be anything. I'm going to have to read this.
Yeah, we'll look. This is like pages and pages
It's
long.
like legal. This is more than I ever read. I don't read fine print.
All right, I'm going to mute you again there. So.
All right, well, that's fine. Did Moppy have something?
She's muted, so I don't know.
Okay, I thought I just heard her.
Does anybody, all right, so what else do we have here tonight?
That's it. If no one has any questions, I just wanted to encourage you guys to get, you know, to stay plugged in. And I know this time of year is so slow, but then remember, we're ramping up to get into a busy time of year. So that's why it's like so important to just keep the conversations going and know that some of the people you talk to this month that are like, I don't know, I'm too busy. You're still planting the seed. So I feel like we say the same thing over and over. And when I listen to top coach calls, it's like, it really is the same information. It's just a reminder that you just have to be consistent. You got to keep keep on keeping on, even though some days it's like, I'm a little bit bored with these invites. I
Yeah.
just told Glenn that yesterday, actually.
Right.
So that's all I have.
All right.
You
Well,
guys are quiet tonight.
nobody else has anything, any other announcements or anything else going on? If not, we can go ahead and jump off. Ernie, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey guys, I was just gonna put it out there. We're gonna be doing that Spartan Sprint. It's totally off of the subject here, but the Spartan Sprint in Wampum, PA, in October. If anybody wants to join us, we have a group going down.
Who all,
Okay.
or what all? How long is that? What is that now? What?
It's like an obstacle course race. It's between 3 and 5 miles.
Okay.
So
And it- So the sprint, is that a shorter? Are there longer ones then, or is that?
I think they do, but this one is just between 3 and 5.
Okay. Awesome.
So if anybody would like to do that, check it out.
All right. And where's it at? Outside of Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania, you said?
Yeah, it's in Wampum, PA.
Wampum, PA. Okay.
What's the date of it?
I believe it's the 8th, October 8th.
Okay.
All right.
I know,
Awesome.
Glenn, you and I had talked about it a little bit, but
Right. No, I'll definitely take a look at that because I'd love to do one of those things. It's just, it depends on my soccer schedule now. So,
right.
Yeah, I can tell you actually.
So for those of you that don't know, I'm just recruited by the Columbus Crew.
Oh, you
to
wish. No.
The Columbus Zoo?
Good one, Moppy.
Crew.
She got you back for all.
She got me good. That was good.
Oh my gosh. No, Glenn helps coach the high school team, and then all of our kids play. So
Yeah.
we have a wacky soccer ball this year. Columbus
So.
Zoo.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for getting on the call. I'm going to post a picture of all of you. Will you do me a favor and go tag yourself? Because it's so hard for me to tag everyone when which I love that it's bigger, but I'll post it right now and then tag yourself in there.
Awesome. All right, guys. We will see you later.
Thank you.
Thanks for jumping on.